to get you started this morning, right? Rock Me, Rock Me. Yeah, that's a track coming on there from Christopher Martin. Let me take this down just a wee bit and say good morning to our listeners via K105 and, of course, the viewers via GBN TV. Good morning to you. Our social media platform should be connecting with you shortly. Don't forget to share the live. And that's for those of you via Facebook and those of you locked on via YouTube. Good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada. I'm GT. Pretty soon we make that link with Gary via Hot 98. Let me say good morning to one and all. Hope everyone is A-OK this morning. Hey, lots in store for you as usual. The good stuff here on the Good Morning Grenada. Hey, don't forget we have for you, of course, the word of the day, the thought of the day. We have for you the riddle. We have for you your health tip. And so much more. Tidbits, a little chit-chat that we're getting to from time to time. We're going to throw all of that and more at you this morning. Stick and stay with us. It's Good Morning Grenada. We're getting set to take a short break. And when we come back, we're getting to the meat of the matter, as I like to refer to it. We're coming right back. Don't touch your dial. It's Good Morning Grenada.
The Rotary Clubs in Grenada introduce the Good Neighbor Initiative, a program designed to assist individuals and families who require short-term assistance with electricity bill payment and the cost associated with rewiring of homes due to fires and natural disasters. If you or someone you know is in need of help, please visit our website at www.goodneighborinitiative.org. The Good Neighbor Initiative, helping individuals and families with short-term electricity bill payments and electrical wiring, one neighbor at a time.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Let's start the new year on a high, a detox high, because it's detox time again at Nirvana Detox Center, a natural health store. Check out our many detox packages starting from $100 or get 15% off on colonic irrigation therapy. Detoxing can help with liver and blood cleansing, weight loss, constipation, acid reflux, kidney stones, heavy metal removal, gas and bloating, and more. Call or WhatsApp us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. Ask about our delivery options. Visit us now. Bruce Street Mall, store number 1208, or Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. Our opening hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Detox, your way to health. These specials ends on March 31st or while stocks last.
Hey, we back alive and alive here on K105, live via GBN TV, on social media platforms also. Hey, let me say good morning to my bro over there via Hot 98. Let me say good morning to Gary, Mr. Smooth as usual. How you doing, my brother? How you doing this morning?
As good can be. Giving thanks for life and staying positive and, of course, making the best of every
That's it, my brother. That's it, my brother. Thanks and praise is always needed every time, all the time. So what's we up this morning? We're on the move this morning. We're moving. I mentioned, of course, in the intro to our viewers and listeners of lots of chart out for them this morning in terms of information and so much more. So stick and stay as we move along with this morning. Let's kick it off with the word of the day this morning here on Good Morning Grenada. Let's go, my brother.
Well, don't mind if I do. The word of the day is ostensibly. Ostensibly. It's a adverb, and it's spelled O-S-T-E-N-S-I-B-L-E. Ostensibly. All right, ostensibly means seeming, are said to be true or real, but very possibly not true or real. The ostensible purpose of a filibuster is to extend debate. All right, so make that word your word of the day. Write it down if you have to, ostensibly. And include that in your vocab.
All right. That was your word of the day. Let's get set for the thought of the day this morning as we move along here. It's Good Morning Grenada. It's a G squared. GT and Gary. Don't forget the numbers, folks. You could always send us your messages via, WhatsApp 435-2041. You could give us a phone call when we request that you make a phone call when you call us in. You can send us that voice note also. We'll accept that. Let's get into the thought of the day this morning. If you do not know where you're going, remember where you came from. It's as simple as that. If you do not know where you're going, remember where you came from. Gary, I like to let you expand on the thought of the day just a wee bit. Let the folks, lay your opinion on that just a wee bit this morning. Let's go.
Well, don't mind if I do. If you don't know where you're going, remember where you came from. Well, that can be interpreted in the fact that, well, here's the thing. I'm not a pro when it comes to driving, but one thing I know about driving to new places is that you need to take note of important features along the way that you can use as points of reference to find your way back or through that area. All right. Geographers call that landmarks. All right. A landmark doesn't have to be magnificent, but it has to be reliable. In the same way, our background, our beginning may be small, but nonetheless serves as a reference point in our life's journey. That's why we must never forget or despise where we came from. Handle the issues of life. Sometimes we don't always get what we want, but you have to make the best out of it, all right? So make sure you include that thought of the day and let it guide you through this beautiful Wednesday.
Yes, always remember where you came from. So sometimes Gary folks may say it's not always good to look back, but sometimes you have to ponder on that previous destination. You understand where you came from before, because it always leads to the direction where you're going now. So that's how you could say it in that way. Let's get set for a health tip this morning. As usual, our health tip comes to compliments Mitchell's Health and Wellness Pharmacy, where your family's health is our business. So what we try the health tip this morning, Gary? What do you want to feed the folks with this morning in terms of how to manage their health and more? Where we at this morning with that?
Well, smoking.
Yeah.
Smoking is bad.
It is.
Whether it's cigarette, whether it's marijuana, whether it's paper, whether it's metal, whatever it is, smoking is bad. All right, smoking causes cancer, heart disease, stroke, lung diseases, diabetes, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, which includes chronic bronchitis, all right, or emphysema. All right. It also increases the risk of tuberculosis, certain eye diseases, and problems of the immune system, including rheumatoid arthritis. So, my friends, if you are into the habit of smoking, you may want to make serious efforts to quit ASAP.
Gary, as a youngster, I grew up with a lot of in back then with a lot of friends who I see today are smokers, per se. And it's one habit that just never grabbed my attention, period.
I'm always grateful that I never picked up that habit.
Honestly, it's one habit that has just never grabbed my attention, never said I wanted to do this or follow the crowd and doing it or anything. It has just never grabbed my attention, and I'm so happy that I've never indulged myself in that. Yeah.
It's not an easy habit to drop either.
I've heard individuals say, "Man, I'm trying to quit smoking. I'm trying my best," and then it's just not happening for them. And so if you are a youngster right out there this morning and you're listening, don't even contemplate on getting into that particular habit. It's a no-no. Yeah. It ain't good for you, period.
It ain't good. It ain't good.
It ain't good for you, man. We'll be rolling on this morning as usual. Let's get into our Did You Know segment this morning. And this is another interesting Did You Know segment as always, because there's things that sometimes we throw it out here and I myself sometimes, hey, I didn't even know that. let's get to know what the news segment this morning. 85% of people have experienced, let me get that right. 85% people have experienced a dream so real that they were not sure if it happened in real life or not. Have you ever had a dream that and you jump out of bed? I had a dream the other day, Gary, that I had $1 million, man. You understand? And I got up the morning looking for.
And then you are hit with the reality that it was just a dream, and that feeling of disappointment just bathed you.
And I was like, hey, well, and the quantity and the lifestyle I was living and so forth, I was saying, hey, that was just a dream. It was a good dream though. It felt good at the time.
Sometimes you wake up from a dream that it feels so real that you have to lie in bed or sit in bed and sit for a while, think for a while,
pondering it a little bit. Hey.
Wondering, wait,
did that really happen?
Is this really my reality? Oh no, it was just a dream.
I know the feeling. There's some dreams too that we didn't even want to talk about on radio this morning. And hey, man, good matching. I did that.
You went there, okay.
Hey folks, it's Good Morning Grenada. We're moving up just around 18 minutes or so before the top of the hour. Don't forget, news comes up for you shortly. Stick around for that. Let's get into a riddle this morning, Gary. Let's see if we have those smarty pants out there who could decipher that riddle this morning. How we're going to try to do it. Don't forget, the riddle comes to compliments of good friends at Sleepy Dappers. Always all natural, all organic for your baby's total comfort and protection. Sleepy Dappers, always for better. Now the riddle
Here's what we're doing this morning.
Tell me.
We're going to give away with the parent sending in, the first two parents sending in their kid's picture with the correct answer would win a ticket to the movie Palace.
All right, nice. That's a nice incentive for the youngsters this morning. What movie is on for them? What movie they be thinking we're going on this Batman.
Not for the kids, man. It's for the parents.
For the parents. All right.
Yeah, the parents will win. The kids will just be answering it.
All right, great. Now here's your riddle this morning. A seed with 3 letters in my name takes away 2 and 1, and I still sound the same. Let me repeat that. A seed with 3 letters in my name, take away 2, and I still sound the same. What am I? Let me see if we have a smarty pants this morning, guy. I'm trying to decipher that myself.
Think about it. Marinate on it. A seed with 3 letters in my name, take away 2 of those letters, and I still sound the same.
What am I? Yeah. Well, let's see.
What am I?
Yeah, what am I? Let me see who's that smart individual this morning who could actually answer that. And as Gary mentioned, you can win yourself for the parent of the youngsters who the first two.
Because we're gonna time you. The first 2 to correctly answer the question.
Well, I have it right before me, so I will see who sent in that answer pretty quickly. And I'm seeing folks already chiming in on the answer already, Gary. We have 1 photo in already. We see I have at least 5 persons sending in the answer, and they're wasting time this morning. They're lazy. Yeah, I wonder if it's really that easy. I see somebody's calling, but we cannot take your phone call via WhatsApp Live. Apology for that. But we can actually take your voice note, but not a phone call via WhatsApp. All right? Hey, Gary, moving on. So that's it for this segment this morning here on the Good Morning Grenada. It's moving up to exactly 15 minutes before the top of the hour. It's time for the AM edition of news. News come to you compliments of folks at Grace Food. Yes, folks. Up next, the AM edition of news here on K105 and also via Hot 98 and news via GBN TV. News is next here on K105. It's all part of Good Morning Grenada.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Some good news for track and field lovers. Intercall is back. After a 3-year hiatus, the country's premier national track and field meet for secondary school students is back. 2018 was the last time Intercall was held. In 2019, the Grenada Association of Principals of Secondary Schools, proprietor of Intercall Games, cancelled the event after teachers instituted a work to rule. This saw members of the GUT engaged in only direct school activities and not working outside of the stipulated school hours. Government was then forced to host its own event called the Secondary School Games in 2019. However, the COVID-19 pandemic put a halt on all sporting events for the last 2 years. But today, members of the media received an invitation for the official launch of the 2022 Republic Bank Inter-Secondary Schools Athletics Championships Intercall, scheduled for Wednesday afternoon. Information on the ground is that Intercall is scheduled for the first week of April 2022. We move on now. Potential spin-offs for Grenada's economy and recovery are at the top of the list of benefits for hosting another historic West Indies versus England test match from this Thursday. Here's Gerald Joseph with that report.
Troy Garvey, chair of the local organizing committee for the third Apex Test match in the England tour of the West Indies, says the importance of the game is more than bat and ball, noting the economic spin-offs for Grenada and its tourism rebound. The lifting of the restrictions to allow unvaccinated fans to attend, Garvey believes, is a turning point for Grenada.
And Grenada serves as a template again, because during the South African tour, we were the first country in the region to allow spectators back into the ground. And now we are the first country in the region to allow spectators back at that level after a COVID pandemic. It's crucial, and I think the world is looking at us. And this will send a very strong message that not just cricket, but the country is prepared to host at the very highest level.
He notes the Grenadian experience will be critical to fully grasp the benefits of hosting such a match.
Be it 1 person or 10 persons in the stand, the benefits of this event to Grenada as a country, to our tourism product, is unheard of. Having 5 days of camera coverage of an event in Grenada to the UK market and to the cricketing world is something that we'll never be able to pay for or take for granted just like that. the hundreds of persons who have coming into our shores as a result of the game.
Tourism Minister Clarence Modest Cohen says hosting the match is a signal for the return to normalcy and a pivotal movement for the tourism industry.
When we checked, the hotels fully booked, some are overbooked. The car rentals, they're overbooked, they're oversubscribed. And this is the good feeling about what is happening here, taking us back. And I'm starting to dream already of, the months and the next couple of years ahead. This will redound to the benefit and the rippling effect of this cricket will be seen long after I've left tourism.
Minister Modest Cohen says providing accommodation for vendors is another crucial aspect of the economic rebound. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Meanwhile, unvaccinated fans are being permitted to attend the test match at the National Stadium as vaccination differentiation policy has reportedly been lifted. However, the question of whether it was lifted nationally, as previously announced for April 4th, has been left unanswered until now. Gerard Joseph went in search of answers, as we hear in this report.
Vaccination differentiation has not been lifted nationally, despite being allowed for the third and final Apex Test match between West Indies and England this week. The removal of vaccination differentiation permits a mix of fully vaccinated and unvaccinated patrons at the match scheduled to bowl off on Thursday. Tourism Minister Clarence Modest Cohen says when government made the decision to lift all restrictions, inclusive of the state of emergency, vaccination differentiation and mask wearing from April 4th, the green light had not been given from Cricket West Indies to allow unvaccinated fans to the venue.
The desire of Cricket West Indies to ensure that everybody who wants to see cricket is allowed to, and because of where we're going in terms of COVID, it's a stage. I would term it a stage going forward in loosening up on all protocols.
The minister explains the rationale for the official date next month.
And the reason we put it after that date is because we have found that when we make decisions and we seek to implement it immediately after, there's always a bit of confusion for locals, there's confusion for visitors, and so we have followed what other countries have done with excellence. Give notice so that everyone involved can be prepared for whether it's loosening up or whether it's tightening up. This time is happily loosening up.
Press Secretary Philomena Robertson, in giving further clarification, notes that this is being done for this week's cricket game.
I think what's important to note too, Gerard, is that from a government's perspective, throughout the pandemic and more so in recent times, we saw recently with the Karakou Carnival that permission was granted. So there have been instances where permission has been granted for particular activities to take place, Karakou Carnival being one of the most recent, and now we have the cricket, and of course on April 4th we go forward.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
On to this other story. Grenada's heavy revenue earner, the Citizenship by Investment program, is facing threats from international countries, and the fight is now on to save it. The issue was discussed on GBN's Beyond the Headlines Monday night. Cherry Blackman Stephen reports.
One thing is certain from what I've seen is that this program will come to an end sooner rather than later.
One leading regional economist is foreseeing a quick end of the country's Citizenship by Investment program. The CBI was launched in Grenada in August of 2013 as a means to strengthen the country by creating economic growth through foreign investments. However, with the United States of America earlier this month introducing the U.S. bipartisan bill that aims to end visa-free travel to the U.S., EU, and the U.K. for countries with Citizenship by Investment programs, its existence in the Caribbean is now threatened. OAS and former IMF economist Dr. Thompson Fontaine, who is presently the Deputy Chief Strategist with the South Sudan government, was a guest on GBN's Beyond the Headlines program Monday night. He believes that it's just a matter of time before this initiative falls.
If you read the legislation that they've proposed, it is very clear. They mentioned Dominica Grenada, St. Lucia, Antigua, St. Kitts and Nevis by name as indicating that these countries pose a threat to the European Union. And they have given the ultimatum that they either shut down their CBI programs or they risk losing visa-free access.
He said the U.S. has taken a further step.
They're saying that they will not allow taxpayers' money to be used for any type of due diligence process. So even if the countries in the region wanted to continue their programs, say with U.S. clients, they're going to face a real serious issue of getting the due diligence done.
Dr. Fontaine said his understanding is that Caribbean governments are hoping to reason their way out of this creeping threat, but is suggesting that countries in the region start thinking about alternatives to the CBI. Former ambassador and representative to the United Nations and the OAS for Antigua and Barbuda, Lionel Hurst, is pushing back against the narrative that citizenships are being sold to crooks and questionable characters. He's hoping an engagement with the U.S. can iron out this issue.
Our expectation is that having made the kind of approach to the U.S. as we have been making, that they will back off from this and not cause our countries to be further pushed into underdevelopment as a consequence of a fear of a security that does not exist.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance and Interim Chair of Grenada CBI, Mike Sylvester, also addressed the implications for Grenada. Referencing Grenada's suspension of the program for people from Russia and Belarus due to the ongoing war in Ukraine, he said the country's revenue is already impacted.
We have to think because you can't, I mean, even if you want to think through this long term in terms of where this might go, you have to, of course, plan and see how you can divert and divest into other nodes of growth at the same time. But then again, you still face the challenge of whether to what extent those nodes of growth will meet some of the same challenges that we have. But right now, I think the problem that is facing us directly in our face is that we need to address what is happening in terms of the CIP programs or the CBI programs, as you want to call it.
In the 2022 budget presentation, Finance Minister Gregory Bowen reported that government collected $30.6 million as of October 31st, 2021 in total receipts under the CBI program. Government's recurrent revenue estimates for CBI fees for 2022 to 2024 are $25,712,200, $27,285,252, and $28,666,201 respectively. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies flies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. And COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Join GBN on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. for Interesting Grenadians, a program that showcases the lives of interesting and outstanding Grenadians at home and abroad. It's Interesting Grenadians every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on GBN. Don't you miss it.
At the Florida government school is being blamed for at least one child seeking medical attention at the general hospital. Stray dogs sleeping on the school's compound are accused of creating the problem. More in this report.
flea infestation. This problem has affected the proper functioning of a primary school, and the measures used to address the problem are now blamed for students' complaints about itching and burning eyes.
Currently, parents notice stuff on the child's skin, on the children's skin during the week, and they've been inquiring what was taking place, but they was not given information or the right information.
Annette Welsh Mackenzie, a parent and president of the Florida Government Schools PTA, told GBN that from her understanding, the issue started last Monday, which led to her son having a negative reaction.
I would have sent my son to school yesterday, Monday, and within an hour and a half, I got a call from the class teacher telling me to come to the school immediately because my son is having eye problems and I need to take him to the doctor. So I did that. I went to the school and I took him to the doctor. But before going to the doctor, they said to me that his eyes swollen, possibly from the spray he got, from the flea bites, he got the fever and that trigger of the eye problem. The nurse, they put this cold compress on the eyes, like flush it out and so, and did all the examination they had to do. Then he went on to see the doctor, but he have to return on the 23rd of this month.
She still has concerns despite the ministry's intervention. Mackenzie believes there should have been some explanation to teachers on the necessary steps to follow after the school was sprayed.
My concern is, you spray on Friday, the school was closed for the whole weekend, Saturday, Sunday. So it is obvious that Monday, Tuesday, or for the rest of the week, you let the parents know the situation at the school, and you keep the school open, but no students on the compound. So the place could air out, so the fumes from the chemical, because I understand it's Triton they use to spray the school. That is very harmful for human beings.
GBN reached out to the principal of the school, Marvin Andel, to find out what action has been taken to solve this issue, but was told he did not wish to comment on the matter. GBN also established contact with Health Minister Nicholas Steele, who informed us that they are aware of the situation and that the Environmental Division within the Ministry of Health did intervene and fumigated the school last Friday. GBN also attempted to reach the Ministry of Education's Chief Education Officer. However, calls went unanswered. For the past 2 days, students have been engaged in online learning. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Let's start the new year on a high, a detox high, because it's detox time again at Nirvana Detox Center, a natural health store. Check out our many detox packages starting from $100 or get 15% off on colonic irrigation therapy. Detoxing can help with liver and blood cleansing, weight loss, constipation, acid reflux, kidney stones, heavy metal removal, gas and bloating, and more. Call or WhatsApp us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. Ask about our delivery options. Visit us now. Bruce Street Mall, store number 1208, or Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. Our opening hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Detox your way to health. These specials ends on March 31st or while stocks last.
Every time I ask my mom about my dad, she would say that he's abroad. And that was it. She never really went into an explanation. Up until about 5 years ago, I strongly believed that I was unlovable. At the age of 16 years old, I met a guy who I believed would protect me. He was in a gang. He was what we would call a bad boy. I felt a sense of security and I started trusting him. However, that violence turned on me. And that was the first time I would have experienced physical abuse. Hi.
Hello.
This is Kamika.
Who the hell is Kamika?
Well, I am your daughter from Trinidad, and I just really wanted to call you and wish you Happy Father's Day.
I don't know you. I don't know who you're talking about. Please. Tell me things that I want to know.
It's happening in Grenada at the National Stadium. The grand finale of the third test in the Apex series. West Indies versus England. Be part of this defining moment. Be part of history. Be part of the excitement and euphoria of the beloved game. Follow the action live daily from the National Stadium on K105.5 and 105.9 and feel the joy of our beloved game. The third test in the Apex series comes to you compliments. JUT Credit Union, Coyaba Beach Resort, Grenland, Energizing Grenada, Gallagher Insurance Brokers, Glenelg Spring Water, Habbards, Grenada Bottling Company Limited, Shop and Save Supermarket, and Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
So we getting some music on the inside this morning. Welcome to another edition, folks, of Good Morning Grenada. What a way to kick this segment off this morning. Welcome back to our folks, our viewers also via GBN TV. Those of you also via social media platforms, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, good morning. Let me say good morning to Gary. He's via Hot 98. Should be linking back with him shortly. As we move on this morning, it's another great day in the Spice Isle. If you're Grenadian and you're living in some part of the world, I know what the feeling is like, man. It's so beautiful to be in the Spice Isle. It's the place to be right now. Yep. We did have some early morning showers, as mentioned by the Met Office. It's going to be a little partly cloudy conditions today, but it's going to be all good. It's all good. It may remind you also, don't forget, the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force hereby notifies the general public that the following traffic arrangements. I'm just going to give you folks just a sneak peek of it, and it's a bit lengthy, so I may not be able to do all within this segment, but as the morning progresses, for more and more we drop them in for you. So no vehicular traffic will be allowed to enter the National Stadium from the Green Bridge entrance. Now, vehicular traffic via the Humpback Bridge will be restricted only to VIPs, dignitaries, and only the person with special permits from the organizing committee. All right, no entry areas, folks. So no vehicle traffic will be. Should I say vehicular traffic will not be allowed? Yes, in the following areas. So that's the Old Ford Public Road in conjunction with Lucas Street, Cemetery Hill from its junction with Church Street, the Humpback Bridge from its junction with River Road. Now the Ring Road from its junction with Mount Rush Public Road to the direction of the Humpback Bridge. So that's the no entry areas. All right. So I'm just going to stop at this segment, this portion here. When I come back, we give you the no parking areas and so forth. It's all part of Good Morning Grenada. Let's go over to my bro Vi Hot 98 and see what's up with him this morning. We're back, Gary Vive, live here on
Good morning.
K105. Yes, we're back, man. Hey, Gary, you're a huge cricket fan, man. You getting ready for cricket tomorrow, man?
I'm not really a huge cricket fan, but whenever it comes to Grenada, I try to attend. Might not be this time around, you know what I mean? But yeah, definitely. Hey, big up to all those who've already started making preparations, plans to head on down to the National Stadium. When it is tomorrow?
Yeah, and it's freed up a wee bit, man. You know, before there were little restrictions in the earlier stages of the arrangements, you know, in terms of vaccinated folks. But that has been lifted. Whether you're vaxxed or unvaxxed, you can go to the National Stadium and enjoy cricket.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. And it's freed up. Yeah. So, hope to see lots of folks going on this 5 days test match. That's all good for Grenada also.
5 days of cricket in action.
Man,
let's get it.
I mean, I've been noticing the visitors here already. Loads of individuals. Took a little peek at the beach area yesterday, and the Grand Dance and the Fantasia area down there, and the BBC per se. And hey, lots of folks already here for the game, for the cricket, man. Lots of folks already here, man. So
that could only mean good for the country.
Yeah, it's all good, especially the hotel industry and so forth. That'll be all good for them, man. Yep. So
let's move along.
Yes,
we got a song we would like to play before we move much further, because we want to talk about an issue related to that particular artist, but we're going to give some form of perspective by playing you this next song. All right, G, if you don't mind.
Yeah, let's roll it at this one. Let's roll along with it this morning.
All right, let's do this. Jackie, Never Fine, and we got some developing story as it relates to Jackie when we come back. But let's take in the song, and then, of course, let's talk about his troubles.
Yeah. Let's send it over to Master Control. Let's hit you up that video, and when we come back, we're certainly going to throw it out to you kind of chit-chat on that issue there a wee bit this morning. It's all part of Good Morning Grenada. As soon as Master Control shows that video up, we'll chit-chat on it some more here on Good Morning Grenada. Those of you on your way to work, good morning, and thanks for tuning in. It's moving down to just around 12 minutes after the hour this morning here on Good Morning Grenada. Yeah, are we getting that video up, and I'm not seeing the video up.
Whose given name is Secretary Alcock, has been convicted for attempted manslaughter. He's been sentenced to 6 years in prison. The 43-year-old singer is being held at a detention center outside Amsterdam for stabbing show promoter Ricardo Blake on October 2 last year. Blake, whose Roots Vibes company stages reggae shows in the Netherlands, allegedly sustained injuries to the abdomen and was reportedly hospitalized. Reggae artist.
That clip there, Gary, and that video, of course, what we want to chit-chat about this morning. Jacure. Second time around for the artist, getting himself
second time
into,
around. You would think he would have learned.
Oh, man. It's sad that, you know, artists with great talent as he possesses, you understand, getting himself in trouble of that nature. The previous one was of a different circumstances, but this one around, I think is really, really serious. That, you know,
it's sad.
It's sad.
It is unfortunate, and you really can't help but not to feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
And it's sad, but it is the reality is that you've spent 7 years in jail previously. All right.
I think the first one was sexual assault. Was it
sexual assault or rape or something to that effect? All right. He was vindicated. He was released. You know, at least vindicated in the eyes of the public, and he was released from prison and had a very successful career on the back end of that. And then you're going to go do something so brainless? Come on, man. Stab someone. What you think would have been the outcome? What you think would have been the situation coming out of that stabbing incident? It goes to show that kids, take an example.
Yeah. And you know, Gary, the evidence was overwhelming in him, because, you know, these days you got to be careful what you do and say. And yeah, there was some cell phone, information that was recorded and stuff, things he was saying and stuff like that. That was the evidence that was put up a lot against him that got him to be sentenced to that level. And some folks may still say it's a slap on the wrist, 6 years, but there goes his career for the next 6 years, man. Would you think he'll be able to bounce back on that, man?
6 years.
Yeah.
I think that is it for him.
Is it?
I think that is it.
That's it, man.
I think that is it, because at the end of the day, you're going to be spending 6 years in a Dutch prison. You know, it's gonna take a toll mentally on you, and he has no one to blame but himself.
What he gotten away with in Jamaica's prison, where he was able to release songs while in prison there, I don't think that's going to happen.
He wouldn't have that luxury.
He would not
have that luxury in a Dutch prison.
He wouldn't able to get that luxury.
Let's check out Jack Yo's song so we can put this all in perspective. We can say such a talented individual.
I know.
Throwing it all away for what? For bad boy image?
Oh boy.
Come on now.
Oh boy. Totally
Let's go to Master Control.
Let's go Master Control, get another song, and then we come back and some more here on Good Morning Grenada, G Squared. G.
You never find no one in this lifetime to love you like I do, so never mind things that people say that I'll never hurt you. You never find no one in this lifetime, so never mind, let time unwind, baby. Lay your head to rest, baby. Let us put love to the test, baby, and let love lead the way. If we believe, join our hearts, mind and souls, keep us together. You never find no one in this lifetime to love you like I do, so never mind things that people say that I'll never hurt you. You never find no one in this lifetime, so never mind, let time unwind, baby. When time comes around and no one's around, I'll be there with you, girl, in silence or sound. Time after time, things burden you down, but I will still love.
Shakir there for you, Gary. And once again, man, throwing your talent down the drain like that is just not the way to go. So, Gary, sometimes you see the face and you don't know what's inside an individual, their mindset and so forth, and you never thought someone
he needs help.
Yeah.
He needs help. Shakir needs help. Just was listening to his ex-wife not too long ago, and she had some not too very impressive stories of domestic violence and abuse that she undergo while with him.
I was also listening to of course a video of someone giving a bit of a documentary of him. He seemed to have this kind of temperament a while now. You understand?
He's known throughout Jamaica of being a little bit of a hothead, like ridiculously hothead.
Yeah, man. So sad. Hey, Gary, we due for a break. When we come back, we chit-chat some more. We got the birthday list. We're going to chit-drag and let you know about cruise ships coming in and so much more, all part of Good Morning Grenada. Let's take that break. We're coming right back.
Committed Catholics, listen to us.
The youths like us must be given a hearing.
I am a farmer and I have a story to tell.
I'm a farmer and I too would like to share my story.
Even though we walk out there Sunday to Sunday, we too have a story to tell.
I am a Catholic sometimes and I have things to say. I need someone to listen. I have a lot to say on behalf of single parents.
The Catholic Diocese of St. George's and Grenada has begun a synod process. Pope Francis has involved the Universal Church. Your voice is important. Come, share your story, your experience, and your expectations of church.
Southern Electrical, you get the best value, quality products, and expert advice. We are the #1 supplier of residential, commercial, and industrial electrical products in Grenada. View our latest arrivals of wall lights for interior and exterior, beautiful chandeliers, pendants, solar motion lights, kitchen appliances such as crispy air fryer ovens, crepe makers, countertop grills, and more. Visit Southern Electrical at Dusty Highway, Grand Down, St. George. We also ship to Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Call or telephone number 444-3042, WhatsApp 405-4993, or browse our website www.segrenada.com.
That, folks, the annual stock taken there for you for Norris James Business Systems. All right, we get back on the inside of Good Morning Grenada. GT and Gary also live back via GBN TV. Good morning to social media platforms. If you're listening to on viewing, where's of course the GBN's website. Good morning. Good morning to you once again. So we're back on the inside. Gary, we're back. And you know, it's a bit of a toughie, man. Got a birthday list coming up. Gary, man, let's get to the riddle this morning and throw that. Let's see who this man. It's been a while. I've seen so many people chime in on the riddle as this morning. I'm looking at as much as 30 individuals.
Well, we're going to feature everyone, but we want to give the prize
to the first two
persons.
All right, so I did send it out to Master Control, who have already got the information pertaining to the first two that I have noticed sent a photo in, and only one of the little issue I have with it, Gary, the names per se was not sent. You understand? But let me see what this one says.
Hello, my name is Karen Gooden, and the answer is P.
This is Clarence Gooding. But he says his name is Clarence Gooding. So I didn't ask you to listen to the voice note, so we're lucky for him. And
I didn't hear it, though.
Yes,
he said it?
Let me see if I can send it over. Let me see if I can play it over.
Hello, my name is Karen Gooden, and the answer is P.
Well, I think he kind of cut it.
T?
He said peas. But I think he kind of cut it a little too short, or cut
keep your hand on the record, a little bit longer.
Next time, keep it on. So, who else we had?
I reckon that's him right there.
Yeah, that's him right there. Yeah, who's on the screen? So that was our first photo that came in for that youngster. And we'd have loved to have voice notes with the others, but most of the other parents didn't actually send in voice notes with the others, though. So let me see with this one. Let me see this one, please.
Good morning, my name is Marisha Pascal, and I am in grade 1, and the answer is peas.
Yeah, I like the way she said that. Yeah. She was being really specific. You understand? Everybody knows that she's in grade 1. You understand?
Oh my gosh. Congratulations, y'all.
Yeah. Did you say her name is Marissa Pascal, right? Marissa Pascal. So that was the first two we gotten. And so congratulations there. We'll probably get to and I have the numbers per se of the parents. All right. I have the numbers for the parents per se. So we will actually get them and give them a call and make the necessary arrangements. So they have won themselves a ticket, but the vast amount of individuals who have participated or they'll actually say peas, and that's the answer to the riddle this morning. So congratulations to everyone who actually did participate, and the answer is peas. All right. Yep. And answer is peas. Next time we'd like parents. Don't forget, remind parents, let the youngsters send a voice note. We'd love to play it on air. You understand? We would certainly love to play it on air with the youngsters giving the answer. Yeah, let them play around with the technology a wee bit for good reasons. All right.
So don't forget the parents, of course, of the winning kids.
We certainly
ticket to go see Batman at the Movie Palace.
Yeah.
Congrats. We're going to contact you.
I think I want a ticket too, Gary. I want to go. I want to
submit the names to me.
Yeah, I want to see Batman. You know, I think I will take a ticket and go see Batman. But yeah. But purchase a ticket. I ain't going to say I want a free ticket on the radio. Purchase a ticket and go see Batman. Yeah, I'm a movie fanatic. I like movies, man. So, Gary, get ready for the date once again before we move on this morning. June the 4th. Monrouge playing field. And I got a little more to add to it. It's the Maggie King of the Grill. Yes, Maggie King of the Grill, June 4th, Monrouge playing field. So every morning, more and more has been added to it, of course. So get ready, June the 4th. Monrouge playing field. Okay, let's
y'all better be ready now.
Yep,
if you're barbecuing, make sure your grill is in tip-top condition. If you're coming to just be a spectator and sample the barbecues, make sure you come with your belly empty.
I like the way you say that to the guy. The barbecues. You know?
How you mean?
Anyway, this is not an office show this morning. Let's see who's, of course, in terms of crucial visiting the island this morning. Today we have one on the list before me this morning. We have the Adia Perla with us today. That's the lone one I'm seeing on my list this morning, and it has a capacity of 3,450 passengers on board. So we're gonna have some visitors to the island today, man. Yeah, we're gonna have some visitors. The Adia Perla, the lone cruise ship, with us today, and with the capacity it has, man. It's like, they'll fill up the island, with people this morning. So hope they get to visit all these sites and just love up the island, as folks would say. All right.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Welcome to Grenada.
Yeah, man, we got much more to throw at you this morning, but before we throw out more, let's get set to hit you up with the Celebrations Club this morning, see who's celebrating. Gary, I'm going to take care of that for a few minutes, and then we'll be coming back with so much more, all right? If it's your birthday, let me say good morning and happy birthday to you. All the best on your birthday today. Hope you enjoy it to the maximum. Yep, let me say good morning and happy birthday going out to Leandre Scott of Maribor. Leandre, good morning. How are you? Happy birthday to you. Actually resides in Paradise. Good morning and happy birthday. What about Brandy and Brandon Peters? I'm assuming twins. They're celebrating also. Good morning. Lance Patrick of Snell Hall, St. Patrick. Good morning. Happy birthday. Rasheen Panchu of Maribor. Good morning. Happy birthday. Chanel Lewis Phillip of Brudge Grove in St. Andrew. Good morning. Greetings going out to her this morning from her mom and other members of the family. Let's say good morning to Gosman Forrest of La Digue. Good morning. Shondi Beggs of Paraclete. Good morning. Matthew Plenty, Action Matthew Plenty is a police officer. Good morning and happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Claudette Noel of Lemoore. Good morning and happy birthday. Douglas Caliste of Crowshoe. Good morning. His mom and family members mentioned him a happy birthday. Clary Fedrick of Coast Guard. Good morning. Happy birthday. Hicklin Peters of Providence. Good morning and happy birthday. Bertina, that's Tigru. Good morning to you. She actually resides in Spain, so good morning and happy birthday to you in that part of the world. Shanti Farmers of Gladstone Road, good morning. Jodelle Phillip of Rose Hill, St. Patrick, good morning. His mom and grandmom wishing him a happy birthday. Judelin Shaitan. Boy, you remember Sugar J boy. Good morning, Sugar J. How you doing? Happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Daphne Sayers of Old Westerhall. Good morning. She's actually 87 years old today. Good morning and happy birthday to her. From Monica Sayers and other members of the family. Let's say good morning to Shanique Fraser of Baltazar. Shanique is 10 years today. Good morning and happy birthday. Sherry Alexa, she's actually in the USA. Good morning to her from Auntie Leah and her grandmom, that's Eflin. Let's say good morning to Cummins Bertrand. Good morning of Nun Perel and St. Mar. Good morning to him this morning from his wife. That's Bertrand, right? Yeah, good morning to him. That's Cummins Bertrand of Nun Perel. Good morning to him and happy birthday. T.C. Johnson of Bellevue in St. George. Good morning. 17 years old today. Good morning and happy birthday. Patsy Samuel of Beaulieu. Good morning. Happy birthday from Mr. Perlsman and other family members. Nathalie Edwards of Diego Martin inside of Trinidad. Good morning. Happy birthday to you from your dad, Mr. Perlsman. Let's say good morning to That's from her mom and dad and Mr. Perlsman. I hope that's the right way I should have said it. Let's say good morning to Kalisha Hippolyte. Good morning to her from Rose Hill and St. Patrick's, celebrating today, St. Patrick. Good morning and happy birthday. What about Tristan Phillip? He's in Sawa, inside of Trinidad. A lot of folks inside of TNT on the list this morning. Good morning and happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Shakira Jeffrey of Grand Anse. Good morning and happy birthday. Kedon Ramnet of Moran in St. John. Good morning. Happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Byron Phillip of Tivoli in St. Andrew from his wife, Lydia, and the daughters. Shout them out also. Junior Williams of Upper St. John in St. Andrew. Good morning. His wife, Wendy Ann, and the children shouting out the love to him this morning. Clarice Harrison of Alexis of Florida in St. John. Good morning to her from her daughter, Jillian, who's in the UK. Her grandson, that's Tyrese, and other members of the family. Let's say good morning to Alan Noel of Loretto in St. John. Good morning. What about Joan Hosford, a.k.a. Big Joan of Gulf Coast? Good morning. Hazelyn McQueen of Corinth in St. David's. Good morning. Let's say good morning to Jermaine Williams of Concord in St. John, celebrating. Corporal Kelvin Williams. Good morning and happy birthday. Saying good morning to Janelle Harrison of Florida in St. John, celebrating today. Her entire family extending the love this morning. Anne-Marie LaRose, who is in the USA. Good morning to Anne-Marie. Good morning and happy birthday greetings going out this morning from June Massey and Noel and family here in the Smysal, wishing her a happy birthday. And who else is on the I think I got someone on the WhatsApp this morning actually celebrating. I think that's it for the list this morning. Let me say good morning and happy birthday going out to that's Malancia Edwards. Greetings going out to this morning from the Regis family, wishing a happy birthday. And who else do I have to shout out this morning? Let's say good morning to Kylie Coutain of the Limes, 11 years old today. Good morning and all the best on your birthday from her mom, Cindy, her two brothers, and all the other members of the family, wishing her a happy birthday. That's it for the list this morning, Gary. All the birthday celebrants, I want to wish you a happy birthday. Certainly
Happy birthday,
enjoy it to the
y'all.
max. Enjoy it to the max. It's your day of coming into the Almighty's world. Enjoy it. So we're moving on. It's Good Morning Grenada. It's exactly 30 minutes after the hour this morning, Gary. We due for a short break once again. Let's take that break, and when we come back, we dive inside the final 30 minutes of the program, the show this morning per se. We're coming right back after this. Don't you dare touch your dial. It's Good Morning Grenada.
Mr. Roderick.
Can destroy an individual's economic prospects throughout the lifespan. And most times, health is not valued until sickness comes. So, let's take a collective approach with the Antillean Life New Focus on Health, a GBN Antillean Life Insurance two-part forum on March 22nd and 29th from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on all GBN's platforms. Join host Godfrey Augustine and Dr. Sonia Nixon together with the experts as they address issues on disease prevention and control, nutrition, mental health, public and environmental health, personal responsibility, and more. The Antillean Life New Focus on Health, a collective approach, aired on all GBN's platforms March 22nd and 29th. Let's take charge of our health.
back. No. Romain Vogel popping now on in there for you this morning. It's Good Morning Grenada. We're back live on GBN TV. We also live on Hot 98. It's G Squared in the morning time. Good Morning Grenada. Don't forget the number. You can always chime in via 435-2041. That's 435-2041. And whether it's a WhatsApp, you can always send us that voice notes. Hey, Gary, we're back alive here on Good Morning Grenada.
Good morning, Grenada.
Man, how is it on Hot 98 over there this morning, man? How is it at via Hot 98? How is it via Hot 98?
Blazing hard,
as usual.
You know how we do it. Right?
Blazing the heat, man. So, folks, folks are getting up for the cricket tomorrow, National Stadium.
Yeah.
You understand?
And we got a clip that I would like to play, and just gonna give Master Control a little time to pull it up, and once done,
well, we're live here. Gary, for some reason I've lost you there for a wee bit. I don't know if you touch a button, but lost your mic.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
You're bad there. All right.
You know how it goes with me. Always touching the wrong button. Gonna end up in trouble one day.
Yeah. Don't push that button. There wasn't that something like that. Push that button. Anyway, let's roll. All
right, let's head it over to Master Control. Let's listen to a press conference which was yesterday, and some of the reasons given for the lifting, albeit temporary, of the vaccine mandate for the cricket tomorrow. Let's go over
the Master Control this morning. Let's see what's up with that.
Vaccination differentiation has not been lifted nationally, despite being allowed for the third and final Apex Test match between West Indies and England this week. The removal of vaccination differentiation permits a mix of fully vaccinated and unvaccinated patrons at the match scheduled to bowl off on Thursday. Tourism Minister Clarice Modest-Cowen says when government made the decision to lift all restrictions, inclusive of the state of emergency, vaccination differentiation and mask wearing from April 4th, the green light had not been given from Cricket West Indies to allow unvaccinated fans to the venue.
The desire of Cricket West Indies is to ensure that everybody who wants to see cricket is allowed to, and because of where we're going in terms of COVID, it's a stage. I would term it a stage going forward in loosening up on all protocols.
The minister explains the rationale for the official date next month.
And the reason we put it after that date is because we have found that when we make decisions and we seek to implement it immediately after, there's always a bit of confusion for locals, there's a confusion for visitors, and so we have followed what other countries have done with excellence. Give notice so that everyone involved can be prepared for whether it's loosening up or whether it's tightening up. This time it's happily loosening up.
Press Secretary Philomena Robertson, in giving further clarification, notes that this is being done for this week's cricket game.
I think what's important to note too, Gerard, is that from a government's perspective, throughout the pandemic and more so in recent times, we saw recently with the Karakou Carnival that permission was granted. So there have been instances where permission has been granted for particular activities to take place, Karakou Carnival being one of the most recent, and now we have the cricket, and of course on April 4th we go forward.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Good morning, Grenada. What you think on that, Gary?
Well, a few questions came to mind, and one would be, and maybe the viewing and listening public can answer, double standard. Are the reasons given acceptable to you? What I heard is that, okay, we have jumpstart the lifting of the mandate because we want all it to kind of warm up.
Because it's supposed to be April the 4th, right?
So it's
yeah,
up until the 4th of April. So that's one of the reasons. What I understood, kind of like, you're going to the gym, you have to walk out, you have warm up first,
yeah. So the cricket. So the cricket.
That is a kind of warm up.
All right. So
you don't strain yourself and pull a muscle. You understand?
What I'm gasping in terms of where you're coming from. You're saying that lifting the restrictions for the cricket is a prelude to what's going to happen from April the 4th to April the 4th. So they're freeing it up.
Another reason.
Yeah, they're freeing it up now.
Forward.
They're freeing it up now so that when April the 4th comes, you know what the process will be like or what's going to.
You'd have practiced sufficiently enough being freed up when April the 4th comes.
You know, this could be a little bit troubling in terms of how people deal with this, because, you know, everybody's going to have their own interpretation and their own mindset as how they're going to go through this, Gary, because in my opinion, in my little humble opinion, I think it should not have been done. You understand? If you have a set date for it...
The 4th is the 4th.
The 4th is the 4th. Not because you want people to go to cricket. You're going to open it up and allow people to go to cricket. I understand. And I think...
and the excuse again is that you want everybody to enjoy the cricket.
You know, it sounds to me like if the authorities are a little bit undecisive of what they want to do. Or they've been let's make it a little simple and sane. It's like they've been pressured to do something that they didn't want to do, so they just had to do it because somebody said do it. What do you think?
Yeah, but come forward right away and say, "Hey, we good for carnival."
Yeah. Well, I think.
What are you waiting on to say? Hey,
in all earnest, Gary, I think carnival is going to be what it is already. Carnival is going to be what it is going to be already. You understand? So I don't think there's anything different going to happen for carnival like Carrick, where everything was free. I think carnival is a free up issue already. You understand? We're just going to have a juve. Everybody's going to be, But I still would encourage folks to protect yourself. Wear your mask. You understand? If you could stay away from the crowds in terms of maintaining your social distance, because COVID ain't done yet. You understand? We have just getting a clean way. We could just have to live with it. It's like a common cold per se right now. You're going to catch it sometime. You understand? So do what you had to do, but this was a little bit mind-boggling for me in terms of listening.
A little bit confusing. A little bit confusing. The public is confused.
We have a caller. Okay. Let me see how this caller is going to chime in on this one. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. One moment, please. Yes. Gary, your thinking is very weird. When you want to try things like that, you start with small gains. You don't start with a mass event and then bring it down to other things. I thought they would, first of all, try it, small, changes, bit at a time, incremental. Now, after you've opened the floodgates for a mass event like this, do you think it'd be possible to tell people between now and the 4th of April that they can't go to a supermarket or anywhere else? We thought, abandoning all protocols. This is a mass event with people from all over the world, large crowds of people, and some of them in a very jovial mode. And if you want to gradually ease the thing, ease it gradually. You don't start big and end up small. So to me, the reasoning that it's a dry run is bizarre. Right. It should be the other way around.
Hold on,
my humble opinion.
You started off by saying my reasoning is a little bit weird, but you've pretty much agreed with everything we said.
No, I didn't agree. You said it start big and to end up with the other things afterward. This is a mass event, This is not.
I never said we should start. Oh, okay.
No, you said that this is a dry run for what is to follow. But this is a mass event. It is not individuals walking without a mask or ignoring protocols. And gradually, you start with crowds of 20 or 30 or supermarkets where the people are not that many, and then you graduate it. But we started
so are you
with
in support
the graduation.
Of the action by the government or not? Are you in support of the action of the government or not?
I am not support of the way it's being done. They should wait till the date, and if they want to gradually ease it up to that date, they should. But they have done the opposite. They've begun with a mass event, and to me, the reason behind it is, I don't want to say political, but questionable.
Financial.
Questionable. That's all I would say.
All right, caller. Thanks for your contribution. Thanks for your contribution this morning. I sort of guess where the caller is coming from. You understand? I'm sensing like He agreed.
I'm still confused as to
I'm
why
still
he thought
confused in
my
his
reasoning is
intro.
weird.
I'm still kind of confused in his intro for what he was saying, and then after.
I'm confused.
So, but it's all to be deciphered. You understand? So let's leave that there. We're rolling on. It's Good Morning Grenada here on K105 Hot 98 GBN TV or social media platforms. Good morning. Don't forget to share the live if you're viewing, and via of course Facebook. You can always share the live. It's G squared in the morning time. 435-2041. That's the number. You can always try me on. Don't forget we had traffic cam coming up this morning, Gary, and already see Checkley checking in. So we'll deal with him shortly.
Checking in, boy.
Yeah, Checkley checking in. Yeah, Checkley checking in. We also have, of course, a Tune for Tune segment this morning, and so much more coming your way. Gary, you know.
Hey, all you. Before you move further. Go ahead, make your point.
No, I was going to say, as we move on, the Royal Grenada Police Force, they want to thank the general public and the media and so forth. Yes. Yeah, that youngster we featured, was it yesterday morning? Missing.
Yesterday.
Yeah, missing. I think he was found, and I'm assuming.
You think?
Yes, he was found. He was found. Not I think he was found, and we want to thank the public and so forth who probably. Send information to the police and where he could be located, and I'm assuming his family.
He was found at 7:30 a.m.
Yeah,
that was yesterday.
All right.
Yeah. Well.
So happy that he's returned to his family, and I guess some discussions are taking place. Where you been? Talk to us. What happened? I guess that's been taking a little bit of counseling, so maybe he ain't gonna consider doing it again if it was just a rebellious act. Let's say, you understand? I would say that
situations could run deep as far as these issues are concerned.
Yeah, so I hope that is taken care of. So we're moving on. Before we join Checkley, what else you want to grab, Gary? Something in mind.
For those of you who are accustomed to the Maury show, I mean everybody, including your grandmother and your great grandmother, is familiar with the Maury show. Well, he's
retiring.
He retired, but
yeah. I had one
after
time
31 years.
A couple of years ago, I used to view that. I used to like the part where the lady came there 24 times. No, it was even more than that. It was actually 30-something times with 30-something different individuals. You understand? That was like really crazy. I haven't viewed it I haven't viewed the show in a couple of years. You know, I kind of just lost interest in it for some reason or the other. But
enjoy retirement, Maury. My grandmother used to sit and look at Maury all the time.
Oh, man.
May her soul rest in peace.
Yeah, man. I don't know. He used to have some really interesting, guests coming on the show, man. Really interesting guests. Yeah, man. 30-something times, Well, anyway. Are you
due for a break?
Yeah, well, we're not due for a break as yet. Let's go to Junior. Let me see if I can tap him in. We'll take that break after we chat with Junior for a wee bit, and then we get the Tune for Tune segment. Let's chat with Junior for a wee bit. He's chiming in there with us this morning. It's Good Morning Grenada here on K105 Hot 98 GBN TV, and let me see if Junior is actually hearing us this morning. I'm not seeing an audio from him as yet, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Wait, Junior, boy.
I'm good. Yeah, man. We at Ross Point. We are heading south.
You're heading south. Should be getting a video from you shortly. Those of you via GBN TV should be having a video feed for you coming around shortly. And we have Junior Checkley, of course, the man with the traffic cam, as he like to be referred to, taking us around
just cool media traffic cam.
Just cool media traffic cam. I got that right now. All right. So give us some information where you're at this morning. Let's go.
We are just outside of Ross Point, heading on to the Foliage, and we're seeing the majority of traffic is heading south this morning. Not too congested, but a smooth flow of traffic as we head south on this beautiful Wednesday. All year round, we were seeing a lot of traffic on the Port Highway, from the Buns Point roundabout all the way up to the Yacht Club. There's a lot of traffic. But at the moment, we are just going over the Foliage, and there's not much traffic. There's a smooth flow of traffic this morning. So it's smooth sailing, smooth driving, going into Grandans.
All right.
Yeah. We are just outside Captain Harris now. And still a smooth flow of traffic, although I've seen a slight build up in front of me at the moment. But a smooth flow of traffic. And we are urging motorists, if you gotta reach at your destination on time, to avoid rushing, because we know when we rush, accidents do happen. Give yourself at least 45 minutes to an hour so you can maneuver the traffic.
All right.
And it's also good for you drivers to be aware of the alternative routes, just in case.
Okay. Hey Junior, we wanna thank you this morning. We're a little bit strapped for time. It would be nice for you to probably do a little traffic cam tomorrow if you can. You know what you say, Gary, with the cricket and so forth, with the traffic arrangements that is pending to take place. You probably could give us a little update on that tomorrow. What it's like if people following the traffic regulation that is sent out. They know parking. Maybe if it's possible. I'm just giving you a heads up if that's going to be possible tomorrow.
It will be a nice traffic cam then.
Yeah.
I'll check it out and see
if it's possible.
I'll send the bill for Gary.
Don't worry. We will find some way and means of taking care of you, my brother. Don't worry about it. Have a good morning.
Have a good morning to all the viewers of GVN TV. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And remember, folks, cricket tomorrow. So go and support West Indies.
Yep. Take it easy, my brother. Yeah, that was Junior, right. Of course, JC's, of course, media traffic cam there this morning. Thank him so much for chiming. Gary, we ready for Tune for Tune? We only have a couple more minutes left on the show, 10 minutes per se. And you know, I'm not taking in front this morning. I want you going. I'm following the instructions. Somebody met me yesterday and say, "Boy, don't go first." Somebody actually met me yesterday and say, "Hey, man, I listen to you guys every morning. You always have the better song in it, but don't go first." So here's I'm giving you the opportunity to play your song and do what you have to do, and let me come after. I'm not even mentioning when I'm going to play. You go.
Okay, so here I go. Let me make sure Master Control ready for me here. All right, and I'm ready to go. We're gonna do something for Spice Mass 2022.
Yeah, you coming with new stuff. You coming with new stuff.
All right, let's go. Oh yeah. It's hot. That's what we do.
You coming with new stuff? Go right ahead.
This one is coming down from a brand new rhythm release for 2022. It's called the Prescription Rhythm, and I'm going to hit you up with the all of the tunes on the rhythm body, but I will hit you up with the Alma same way. All right, check it out.
Hey Gary, well that was your Alma Boy there, a new one for 2022. For some reason the other, I think Alma Boy. I'm gonna of course I'll stick it in your audio there for a little bit. I'm not sure what's over there. I know Alma Boy has gotten scared because of what I'm about to throw out this morning. You know, so he was like sticking.
Go on, GT, go on. Let's hear what you got. Let's hear what you got, bro.
It's a K105, and we talking classics. So I'm gonna take you back just a little bit, still keeping it 100% Grenadian. Listen to this.
Fellas come down from New York, come to join in the old talk. Now they hit the traffic jam, man they mess up the program. Traffic block over here so, traffic block over there so. Man is everywhere you go, traffic jamming up for so. He don't have no place to pass, man no place to play the mass. Now we ready for action, we get stuck in traffic jam. We holding the traffic, blocking the traffic, you causing the traffic. Let go the traffic, we holding the traffic, blocking the traffic, causing the traffic. Let go the traffic, traffic.
Gary, remember that song, boy? You remember that song, man? Yeah. You remember that song, boy?
To the Caribbean by storm.
Oh man, that took Trinidad and Tobago's carnival that year it came out. I can't trying to recall the year it came out, and it even took Grenada's carnival by storm. You understand? I remember being the first radio DJ to play that song. I think it's some credit. I think it's some credit.
Forward, boy.
I think it's some credit this morning. I remember being the first person to actually play that song, and it just took the island by storm, man. Big up to Burbis back then with that one. I don't hear much from the artists anymore.
Long time I ain't see Burbis, boy.
Long time I haven't seen or even heard anything from the artist, but when he used to be doing music on a regular, man, that was a huge, one of his biggest hits ever. Hey folks, don't forget your opportunity to chime in this morning. If of course Gary Alma Boy and my Burbis.
So that's what I go do. We getting ready, so make sure you give us a call, send us a text message. Big up to the crew on Facebook Live right about now.
Just about 4 more minutes left on the show this morning. It's a good morning, Grenada, and talking traffic this morning. Don't forget, I did mention there's some parking areas coming up where you can park for the cricket tomorrow. Let me see if I can get that in quickly before we start taking results for the, of course, the Tune for Tune. Public parking is available in the following areas. That's the concrete area car park at the Athletic Stadium behind the National Stadium within the vicinity of the cricket net, entering from the Ring Road through Gate 6. Parking at the front of the National Stadium adjacent to River Road will be restricted and allowed only for VIP dignitaries only and persons with special permits from the Grenada National Cricket Celebrations Committee. All right, so take a note of that. What's the results on your side? Anybody popping anything on your side, Gary?
Someone said here, Ingrid said number 1. Yulin is saying number 2.
Yep.
So we are at a stalemate right about now.
Somebody said they like the traffic. So I get there's one vote via WhatsApp here for my traffic already. So
2 apiece.
Two apiece.
Well,
2-1. Yeah. Hey, well, it's traffic.
Right. Big up to Peter, which will. My voice seems to be cutting.
Yeah, for some reason.
I haven't.
Yeah, we're getting some little audio issue there from you. I got another vote once again, Gary. Thanks, GT. Thank you for going last. But, all the way.
Is that the person always telling you to go first?
Yeah, now they're saying, man.
Or go last.
Go last. And they say, hey, I see another vote coming in for you, Gary. Number 1. Someone seems to be liking your Alma Boy selection there this morning.
So that's 3 apiece.
Mm-hmm. And,
3 apiece.
I got a phone call.
Peter is saying, go ahead with the phone call.
Good morning, caller.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Tell me.
Number 1.
You like number 1?
Okay.
So that's what we do.
Yeah, all right.
I want to share Peter's point. He said, I haven't seen anything wrong with what they set, with the fact that they set a date, but they can change date anytime based on the info they have. They are the decision makers.
I agree.
If the Ministry of Health says it's okay, then it's to be despite how it looks. All right. Okay.
All right. I don't know, Gary. We see we're having a little video audio this morning for some reason or the other. And I guess we're getting to the wrap-up stages of the show.
So we had 3 apiece in it.
Yeah. So
we want somebody to try and break the stalemate right about now. We want somebody
in
to
the final 2 minutes of the show this morning. Let's see who's going to, of course, come out triumphant this morning. Well,
Tune for tune.
Yeah. What I can't understand what's going on. Why is Gary always seem to be coming that close to me all the time? I don't know.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, GT, you going to the stadium tomorrow, boy?
No, man. I have some other engagements. So I wasn't able to make that tomorrow. So let's take a call. Good morning, caller. How you doing? Hello. Good morning.
Morning, number one.
You like number one?
So that's what we doing. GT looks for you
I feel you send a personal message me. Anyway.
First or last, you're still getting licks. Tell him.
I feel you send somebody that message, but anyway. It's all good. It's all what we call clean fun here on K105 in the morning time. Good morning, Grenada. Hey, Gary, gets to the wrap up, my brother. Pleasure as always. Doing this in the morning. I'm making sure to get the folks moving in the morning time where we get them to work just to do whatever they do around their house, keeping them good company. All right? It's Good Morning Grenada, G squared. Until we do this again tomorrow morning, tomorrow being Thursday, of course, with the cricket and everything tomorrow. We will see what it's going to be like. Hey, Gary, until then, have yourself a good one, my brother. Take it easy over there.
Have a blessed day, everyone. Catch me over at Hard 98. It's been a pleasure being on Good Morning Grenada as per usual. See you guys tomorrow, God's willing.
All right, take it easy. Let me say goodbye to our folks who are viewing via GBN TV. Let's say goodbye. Those of you via social media platforms, goodbye. Also, have yourself a great day. We're going to do this tomorrow once again. Coming up at the top of the hour here on Good Morning Grenada, we get set for BBC News. So until then, have yourself a good day. This is where I say for Good Morning Grenada. BBC News.
Hello, this is Jerry.